Blake Snell in the post Larry Rothschild era has been absolutely dominant. So I'm gonna be talking about some stats first off, and I'm also gonna talk about when Larry Rothschild was fired. So Larry Rothschild was fired in August 20th. Okay, he has made two starts since then, and I'm also gonna talk about a start he made in the past. So let's start off with the start he made just yesterday versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Blake Snell went out there and pitched an absolute gem. Had a no through 7. They did pull him because he was at 107 pitches, but we're going to talk about the way he was pitching. He threw 64% that four-seam fastball. 64 times that four-seam fastball. 60% of his total pitches were that four-seam, and he was very aggressive with it, getting a lot of swings, a lot of whiffs, and a lot of strikeouts. So he was doing really well. He was actually hitting at around 96 miles per hour was his average velocity on it. He's just being aggressive. A lot of first pitch strikes. That's something that Baseball Savant won't tell you. Threw a lot of first pitch strikes. That slider he threw it about 27% of the time. It was a big strikeout pitch for him. Got a lot of whiffs on it. Threw it 29 times. Got 14 swings, 8 whiffs. He did have a few balls with it. There were 5 fouled balls, but even when people did make contact, it only had an exit velocity of 51. So it's not like they were going to hit it anywhere. That curveball threw it 12% of the time, 13 times, got 7 swings, 4 whiffs. It was up there with his highest whiff percentage on the amount of times he threw it for a swing. He was just dealing 107 pitches to go 7 innings and no hit a Major League Baseball team. I'm so here for it. Got 19 swings and misses on the night. Got a total of 10 strikeouts. In his last 2 games in the post Rothschild era, has pitched 14 2/3. Thrown about 220 pitches, we'll say. Gotten 20 strikeouts, an ERA of pretty much 1, or is it below 1? Let's look. Yeah, he's only given up 1 run in 14 2/3, so it's below 1. Let's also look at his stats against the Dodgers, which was last Wednesday, I want to say. It was in the extra inning game. It was long as heck. He threw 66 four-seam fastballs. Got 34 swings, 9 whiffs, 26% on that whiff rate. His average velocity on it was a 95.1, so he's just right there in that 95. Only 9 balls put into play. Threw that four-seam 48 times, threw it 39% of the time. And then threw that curveball. Didn't even bother throwing the changeup. He's completely thrown away that changeup, thinking, hey, you know what? That changeup's not working for me. We got to move on. This pitch is not it. And it has definitely worked for him in his benefit, being more aggressive at the plate, at the bump, throwing towards the plate. A good job for Blake Snell. He's really figured it out. We needed this. This is now September 1st. We need the 3-headed monster of Darvish, Musgrove, and Blake Snell to be firing on all cylinders, considering we are now tied for the second wildcard spot with the Cincinnati Reds. It depends on what happens with their games today. They can go a half game up because we have that suspended game with the Atlanta Braves that will be continued about September 25th. But let's look at a start, and this may have been his worst start of the year. It's the one I picked. It's on July 28th versus the Athletics. I was actually at this game, and it was painful. I'm not going to lie. I was chanting to move on from Blake Snell. This was bad. But let's look at it. So he threw the four-seam 46 times, 53% of the time. So his percentage on throwing it has gone down a little. He wasn't very aggressive with it either, to be honest. Throws a lot of four-seams out of the zone. I don't know what that was. Maybe he just didn't vibe with Larry Rothschild. What he was coaching him on didn't really suit his fancy. Threw the slider 22 times, 26% of the time. Curveball 11 times, 13% of the time. The changeup 7 times, 8% of the time. And they were bashing his slider. The average exit velocity on the slider that day was 100 miles an hour, and the minimum was 97. They were absolutely blasting that slider. Also, that changeup, only threw it 7 times and 4 balls got put into play. That's rough. That curveball 11 times, 3 times put into play. Does it show me the batting average on it? It does not. It is not showing me the batting average on it. However, during yesterday's game, they kind of showed it. Actually, let me look for this. All right, give me 1 second. We're gonna find this because I want to be as accurate as possible when detailing this. So I can't find the average against each pitch, but I can find the average against him on that day. The batting average against him was a 438, and he was wild with the pitches. I mean, the amount of pitches that were found outside of the zone is incredible, especially that four seam fastball. It was really high, a lot. I don't know how many times this is. This is at least 8 times. It was above the shoulders. And then he was super inside, super outside, just could not find it in the zone. That also led to a lot of walks on his part. He has limited his walks significantly. Against the Dodgers, walked 0. Against the Diamondbacks, only walked 2. So Blake Snell's really putting it together as of late, and this is big considering the removal from his position of Larry Rothschild. We can only hope he's going to be able to continue doing this. His next start would be 5 days from now. So let's take a look at the San Diego Padres schedule. I think it would be against either the Dodgers or the Giants, right? Because we have the Astros coming up, which is going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And today's going to be a Darvish day, so we're going to see Joe Musgrove Friday, Paddock Saturday. I don't know who we're going to start Sunday. I don't, because the Nelson Lamet, they have moved him officially to the bullpen. Ooh, it's going to be against the Angels. So he's going to be facing against Showtime Shohei Ohtani. We're going to see that. It's going to be an exciting matchup. I think he's going to be able to pitch well because really, the Angels do not have a great offense outside of Shohei Ohtani. Sometimes guys get hot like Jared Walsh. Dave Fletcher's a very good contact hitter, so I don't expect a no-no. But that lineup is not very deep. Blake Snell can continue his stretch and continue to give us that 2020 raise Blake Snell in that postseason that we absolutely need right now because every single win is going to be big. Big series against the Giants and Dodgers. I don't see us catching up in the NL West due to the fact that we are about 14 games back. That is just insurmountable. We got a big series against the Braves. Braves are getting hot at the right time. So we need to try to win some games there, but it's all Dodgers Giants. Let's see. We got what? 6. Yeah, we got 7, 10, 13, 16 games against the Dodgers and Giants in the rest of our schedule just in the month of September. So we got to get some big wins. Can we make a run for the NL West? We can, but we cannot afford to lose games, especially against the Diamondbacks today. Let's go Padres. See how we do. Good job, Blake Snell, man. This is beautiful. I'm so glad that he got it together. We needed this so bad. Thank you, Blake Snell.